The term migration refers as the movement of people from one place to another. The main reasons are four: economic, social, political, and environmental circumstances. The push and pull factors are the ones that influence the decision of a person to migrate somewhere else. There are two types of migration: internal migration, which is the movement inside of the same country, and external migration, which is the movement from one country to another.
The current migration situation of Mexico during the last year has found itself compromised since the new president of the United States, Donald Trump, won the elections in 2016. Not only Mexicans have found it harder than it used to be, but also people from South America have lived the trouble Mexican migrants face nowadays. The population of migrants that come from the South America and stay in Mexico are increasing due to the difficulty that crossing the U.S. border represents, so they actually end up staying in Mexico. You can see these immigrants at stoplights asking for financial aid to help them accomplish their journey of crossing the border between the U.S. and Mexico.
Then, how can we help?
Por ley tendríamos que darle, por ejemplo, a los niños menores no acompañados asilo político, cosa que no estamos haciendo. O sea, el año pasado, de todos los niños menores no acompañados, nada más a 7 le dimos el asilo político, y a los demás sin documentos, porque no sabemos de qué país son, los estamos metiendo, pues no a cárceles, pero sí como a centros como el DIF, para pues, que ahí estén un rato, y en todo caso pues los regresamos una vez que más o menos tenemos información de ellos. Y pues no está funcionando en el sentido de que pues cada vez tenemos más migración y los vemos pues, no, ni siquiera integrados, sino que los vemos en las calles. Yo no creo que tendríamos que integrarlos. México como país en vías de desarrollo no tiene los suficientes recursos como para hacerse cargo de ellos. Yo creo que la mejor forma de tratar el tema es no hacer nada. Dejar que ellos sigan su flujo hacia Estados Unidos y en todo caso, digo, respetando sus derechos humanos, que no los maten aquí los zetas, ¿no? Y una vez que pues, lleguen a la frontera, pues que crucen a Estados Unidos, donde sí hay recursos suficientes como para poderlos mantener. En todo caso, si no lo logran, pues ellos solitos regresarán a sus países, y en todo caso hay que gastar el presupuesto en términos de seguridad pública para asegurarnos que si en todo caso se quedan aquí, que al menos la seguridad no va a ser un problema.
We designed a social program where we can include migrants into our local societies. Here's how we made it. First, we propose to create campaigns of awareness so that the Mexican population knows about the current situation of the Latin American countries. With this, we as a nation can have the necessary information to support people that need another opportunity in our country. Also, with this, we eliminate any kind of stereotype in order to make everyone comfortable and accepted. After that, we need to improve the federal services that are in charge of immigration. By improving from the inside, we will be able to establish a concrete plan with transparency in order to give the best option without any disorganization. Cedesol, the Immigration Secretary, the Secretary of Exterior Relationships, and the Secretary of Government are the ones involved in this topic. These will be the services that have to be improved and organized. Cedesol has a plan for immigrants called Programa 3x1 para Migrantes, where people born in Mexico that aren't living in the country can submit a project where they improve the natal region. We want to create a lateral program that has the same objective that is improving Mexico, but submitting immigrant projects so that if it is approved, they can actually work on it on Mexico, causing them to improve their wealth and make a contribution to the country. Cedesol, apart from Hacienda and the Immigration Secretary, can support economically the program by creating a specific budget depending on the necessities of the approved projects, and that this money gets directly to the social program. Including migrants to our society is a hard work, but a needed one, not only for the advantages that these people can create to our country in terms of work and incomes, but the impact it will have on the society. An important thing in including them is humanity. These people need help and are willing to achieve the life that they have wanted. The most important thing are the human rights, which include every person that enters Mexico. Each person must have respected their human rights and their national entity rights. For example, some real-life stories are these ones. Barbara Boga, she comes from Slovenia and she's living in Mexico. and Cesar Millán, also known as Encantador de Perros. He comes from Culiacán and he's living now in the United States.
With the implementation of the social program, it will be able to see effective results as to include them in our society without discriminating against them. It will create more jobs, develop economically the country. The Mexican fear will disappear because there won't be any more erroneous stereotypes that are given to migrants. And also, we will have a better relationship and communication between our multicultural country as it is. We will no longer see marginalized migrants begging in the streets. These persons are gonna develop a sense of belonging to their new country, and in some years, these persons will have created a worthy life for themselves.
Yo vengo de Honduras por un motivo. Estaba trabajando y supuestamente la Mara me está diciendo que me da 24 horas para juntarme con ellos, si no me iban a matar a mí y a toda mi familia. Entonces yo decidí salir de mi país para tener una vida mejor que la que tengo en Honduras. Para mí tomé un camino equivocado también y pues para uno superarse y toda cosa hay que arriesgar su vida también, pues me entiendes.
Piensas llegar a Estados Unidos, ¿verdad?
Sí, es mi meta.